Okay, so it is day 2 of our Puerto Rico trip and day 1 of Puerto Rico.
Where we can actually see it.
Yeah, it's a little windy out today.
It is windy, but it feels great. The waves sound awesome.
First steps on the beach here in Puerto Rico, and the color of the ocean is one of the prettiest I've ever seen.
Yeah, we need the sun to come back out so you can see it.
All right, let's turn it around here. We'll show everybody. Oh, Becky disappeared. So, looks really beautiful. All right, so this is day 2 of the Puerto Rico trip. We are getting ready to head out to Old San Juan.
Get some coffee.
Coffee and breakfast. So we made it down to Old San Juan. We walked about, what, 2 miles?
Probably close to at least 1.5 to 2 miles, and then we rode scooters.
Yeah, we got some scooters right about a mile away from Old San Juan, had a great time, and then now we're at one of the more recognizable spaces in Old San Juan.
Very famous spot to take a picture.
Yeah, got the Umbrella Street, kind of at the end of, what's the name of the street? Fortaleza Street. So this is kind of our first impressions of Old San Juan.
I love it. It's so cute.
So let's walk around and see Old San Juan. Let me flip the camera around here. All right, so this is kind of a famous spot here, and you might not have known this. I don't think Becky did, but it is a closed-off street.
It's because it leads to the governor's mansion, and so it has security and police there guarding it, so you can't go down the street, but you can take a cute picture at the front of it.
And as you can see, it's really cool. And there are, I think, at least 2 cruise ships in town today, so you can see all the people here. Also, notice the traffic. Sorry. Some annoying tourists getting in my way, apparently.
We are.
That's true, yeah. But look at this traffic. Becky and I usually rent cars wherever we go so we can explore, but we knew that Old San Juan would be like this. So we are on foot, on scooter, maybe taking an Uber. And also, one of the more famous things about Old San Juan are the blue brick streets. These are these beautiful blue brick streets. So,
turn around, show them the church.
Yeah, we're gonna walk up there and see what this is. So again, there's a couple of cruise ships in town right now, so it's really crowded. And so we're kind of walking towards where the cruise ship port is. And there is a part of...
Oh, look.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, so I don't know what exactly this was, but oh, look at all the birds. Come over here, Becky.
Oh my goodness.
Get a picture of that girl. All right, Becky, see if any of the birds will get on you.
What attracts them?
Probably food. Looks like Becky got her a bird. So that was pretty fun.
That was cool. That's called the Parque de las Palomas, and it's just right down the road from where the umbrellas are. It was unexpected.
Yeah, about maybe 2 blocks was right there.
Yeah.
So we are going to continue down to the kind of the bayside of Old San Juan, see what we can find. So let me turn the camera around. All right, so we have been walking up the street just a little ways on the Princess Promenade Avenue. What is it called in Spanish?
Paseo de la Princesa.
And this is kind of the main type avenue right off the cruise ship area. And you come down to this fountain, which is not working right now, but it's pretty prominent. If you've been here, I'm sure you've been to this place. Beautiful area overlooking the bay. And what we're looking for right now is the Old City Gate. I think it's coming up pretty soon. So we're searching for the Old City Gate and then to the main fort, El Morro. So we kind of started up in the middle of town, made our way down the hill, and this is simply a gorgeous area. Look at this over here. Wow.
Oh, I love seeing the mountains and the sailboats.
Yeah, look at this. Wow. And this is our first time in Puerto Rico, and I knew it'd be a beautiful island, but it's breathtaking. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, look at this cool tree coming up.
Oh, wow.
And it's getting pretty hot out.
Yeah, it is getting hotter.
We put some sunscreen on. This is our first day out in the sun since like last September.
Yeah, feels like it.
And it feels good to be out of the cold in Ohio. But look how neat this tree is. Wow, it's so cool. And you can see why so many people are hanging around down here. It's about 15 degrees cooler.
Yeah, it's good in the shade of this tree.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some jet skis.
All right, so I researched this. I did Google Maps. I'm thinking right around this corner is the Old City Gate. We'll see.
Oh, wow.
I think I see the gates coming up.
These aren't the pearly gates, right?
Not the pearly gates. All right, so here they are coming up here. I read where they had originally 6 of these gates going into the city, and this is the only one left. So look at this, isn't this cool? All right, so that is pretty neat. Yeah. And you can see a guard tower right here, where the guards would be. All right, so we're going to continue walking around there, and around that corner will be El Morro, the big fort.
All right.
All right, so we just passed the Old City Gate, and look at the impressive walls here that were built back in the day.
I love all the rocks on the shore, too.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's freaking hot.
All right, so we're getting really close to El Morro. We're also really getting close to my next class shout out I was telling you about yesterday.
Awesome.
We're going to give a shout out to my 7th Bell class and some students in there. And in particular, one of my students who is whose parents are from Puerto Rico.
Oh, cool.
And have been here many times, and she told me about something up on El Morro. So we'll give a shout out to her and some other people in my 7th Bell class once we make it to El Morro. So we just rounded one of the corners and the first sighting of El Morro, way up on the hill.
Oh, look, and people are flying kites.
Yeah. So since Becky pointed that out, let me give a shout out to one of my students in my 7th Bell class Natalia told me about those kites, and she said that that would be happening on the lawn of El Moro. So Natalia, that's your shout out, and I'll give you some other shout outs to some other 7th period class members that asked me to. But we're gonna make our way around all the way up to that fort. And man, it's a long ways, Becky. And it's hot.
It is.
So,
and it's in the direct sun.
Yeah. So what do you think, Becky? How's the day going?
It's great. It is getting hotter. I should have worn no sleeves.
Yeah. So we made it all the way up to the top of the mountain at El Moro Castle, or
Yes.
Fort.
Yes, and it was quite the trek.
Yeah, we actually went the long way around. It's
did.
85 degrees. It feels like 95 degrees. We should have gone the short way, but we didn't. But
we saw a lot on the way.
we did.
It was pretty.
It was really cool to walk around the outside of the wall. But look at what's behind us. That is so cool.
A bunch of people flying kites and having fun.
All right, so let me turn this around. I'll give you a better view. All right, so this is such a cool area. If you look at this big field that goes across there. And again, want to give another shout out to Natalia, who told me about this, all the kite flying. There must be a dozen kites in the sky right now, with many families just having a great time.
And I can see why they're flying kites up here. Man, is it windy.
Super windy. And also let me give a shout out to my entire 7th Bell class. Several of you asked for a shout out, so let me think. Natalia, of course, Bridget, Paige, Lindsay, Lucy, Madeline, Alyssa.
What about the boys? No boys?
Well, no boys asked for a shout out, so Justin, Blake, Nolan. There's a lot of boys in there too. I'm sure to appreciate a shout out. But I know Lucy, for example, is a subscriber, so I know she'll be watching. So anyway, this is one of the coolest spots in Old San Juan. And this is the El Moro Fort. And we're gonna do an entire video just on the fort. So stay tuned for that. But this has been already quite the day. And let me show you a couple of other things that Becky might not even know about. There's a cemetery right below that wall there. You see that?
Wow, is that where that
yep.
rotunda? Wow.
That's another cool spot, I'm told, in an odd way, that they say tourists should go to. And then beyond that is a little community, a very colorful community.
Yeah, I love the building.
Yeah, kind of at the base of Old San Juan. So we'll be going over there one day as well. All right, so it so far has been an adventurous day 2 of our vlog, day 1 really of Old San Juan. And it's not over yet, but we are going to maybe find a place to eat right now and decide what we're going to do the rest of the day. So that is the first full day in San Juan, day 2 of our vlog of our Puerto Rico trip. What do you think, Becky?
Pretty much all day in Old San Juan,
Yeah.
which was really nice. It's so cute and quaint, and I love all the buildings and colors. And we had a full day of walking,
Yeah, a lot of
riding
walking.
scooters. It was fun.
Yeah, you get to see a lot of really cool things. Well, like this guy right here. Looks like it's Abraham Lincoln statue. Turn around, there he is. Yeah, a lot of statues in Old San Juan. Love the blue cobblestone streets.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
So, yeah, we had a full day here in Old San Juan. And tomorrow, we're going on a walking tour.
So we'll get to find out some of the stuff we missed.
Yeah, something that I don't think we've ever done. We've never been on a walking tour before. So we hope you join us for that. Most of these streets are super narrow and has a lot of hills, so you get a lot of good exercise while you're going through Old San Juan. So we're gonna get an Uber,
Go back
Go
to our
back.
cabana.
go back to our cabana, and have a good night's rest, and get ready for another full day in Old San Juan.
Sounds good.